All right. Hello and welcome to this expert discussion brought to you by the Visibility, Impact, and Profit Giveaway, where top experts share what's working now to build a successful coaching empire with a global reach that makes a massive impact. I'm your host, Stephanie Treasure, and creator of this dynamic event. And we have brought together a special panel of experts who have joined forces with me to share resources, give insights, and share of their paid programs on what it takes to build and grow a successful coaching empire. At the heart of it, we as a collective force of visionary business owners and entrepreneurs truly want to make an impact and a difference in people's lives. And what I want to put to you is that the more visibility you attain, the more people you will reach, and the more profitable your business becomes, the more potential it has for even bigger growth. And again, you repeat the cycle of being able to help more people. So we're on mission to showing you how you can become more visible, make a bigger impact, and profit through this event. Now, this event is already in progress. It started on September 19th and it runs through to September 30th. So you definitely want to jump on board right now. Log on to www.visibilityimpactprofitgiveaway.com. So today I am excited to welcome my friend and colleague, one of our experts on the panel for this event, Miss Cindy J Holbrook. Hey there, Cindy. Welcome again to this interview, this discussion.
Hi, Steph. So nice to be here. It's always a pleasure to work with you.
Awesome, awesome. I'm really, really happy that you lent your expertise and your resource to really make this event impactful and to have the, put your resource in the pot to have persons really benefit from being a part of it. And we're gonna jump into dive into what that is a little bit later. But thank you again for being a part of this. So let me go ahead and acquaint our viewers with, who you are and what you're bringing to the table. I really want them to hear about your background and why I picked you to be a part of this, and then we'll dive in and share some more with them later. All right? All right, let's do it. So Cindy J Holbrook, Cindy as I call her, is a confidence and business coach, inspirational speaker, and best-selling author. Cindy is known as the Visibility Whiz, and she draws upon experiences of healing from a traumatic past to help entrepreneurs step into who they are with outrageous confidence, feel worthy of success, and create a life and business of their own choosing. Her clients discover how to build a business that provides joy and happiness within while earning more than enough income with visibility strategies that align with their personality, beliefs, and values, as well as that of their clients. Her mission is to help 1 million people learn to love themselves, stop allowing the past to define who they are, and let their inner light shine to have a bigger impact in the world. I love that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So, yeah.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
All right. So I wanted to get a feel for how you're working with your clients right now in our current landscape. So if you could just tell us a little bit more about what you do or the work that you're doing currently with your clients.
First, I want to add a little bit of background from me. I began coaching in 2009. I started out as a divorce coach, and I lived in a very small town that was 90 miles from anywhere. So everybody at that time was saying, hey, to build your business, you have to speak in person. I'm like working 50 hours a week at my job, thinking there's no way I'm going to be driving 4 hours to give a 15 or 30-minute talk. Just not going to happen. And so I had to really research online and discover ways to be visible, to influence people, and to be known without going out of my house and speaking. I also didn't want to spend money on ads. So I did a lot of research and was doing stuff. And what happened, I was able to quit my day job within 2 years. And then I started going to conferences, and people would constantly come up to me and go, Cindy, how did you get on Huffington Post Live? How did you get on eHarmony? How did you get on Prevention? Can you show me how? So I started coaching other business owners to get the visibility I had while I was still a divorce coach. In 2017, I said goodbye to the divorce coaching and focused solely on the visibility coaching. So many people with the visibility, they think, oh, I just need to be visible. But there's so much more to that story. Whenever people, they're afraid of being visible. So they do what I call the hide and seek game. Go, I want to be seen. Here I am. Oh, well, you know, here I am. And what are we going to do today? So it's a hide and seek game. Don't see me. Now you see me. Now you don't. And they do that online, and they're so inconsistent. Subconsciously, that puts a mistrust in the viewer's eyes, first of all. Another, which is one of the huge things. So it's like, why are you afraid of that visibility? So often it's stupid little things that somebody said to us in our past that's stuck in our head. So therefore, we don't want to play full out. We feel smaller than we are. We, you know, my father, when I was 18, told me that if I ever let anybody read my writing, I would be a laughing stock. So that prevented me from sharing my writing for 25, 30 years. When I left my first husband after a 20-year marriage, I threw away 5 novels that I had wrote because I was too afraid to let people see what I wrote because I didn't want to be a laughing stock. And we all have these little things that have been said to us that are preventing us from playing full out. One of the gifts that I offer people just as a little freebie is the keys to feel worthy of success, because the visibility starts with you have to feel worthy of it. You have to let go of all this crap that people's told you and all those voices in your head, which are either naysayers, which are people in your life now, or lies that you've been led to believe from other things that people say, the gremlins. It's what we perceived somebody said that maybe they really didn't. And so therefore, that's what keeps us in this hide and seek game constantly. So to get visible, first of all, you have to really be willing to look at yourself and overcome your fears, whatever they are. I share a lot of times, and visibility is not video. In today's world, so many people think visibility is video. Video is a part of visibility, but visibility is not video. And there's lots of ways. If you're terrified of video, don't go and hop on video right now, because you're not going to make the impact you want. You're not going to have the influence you want. My very first video, I was literally, this is what I did. My name is Cindy. Today, we will talk about confidence. Didn't instill confidence in anybody.
Yeah.
But people, because they're being told that that's the way to visibility, that's what they're doing, and they're so afraid of the camera that they're not just coming out as authentic and who they are. So practice video, but know there's tons of other ways to be visible out there without being on video. Also, where visibility is concerned, so many people believe that they have to do something specific. I have to do video. I have to be on Facebook. I have to be on LinkedIn. And again, this is not really visibility. You have to choose what you love. If you're not doing something that you enjoy doing, you're not going to do it, and you're not going to make an impact. I know 7-figure business owners that use only Twitter, that use only Facebook, that use only LinkedIn, that use only TikTok. So you don't need to be everywhere, first of all. And second of all, any of these places, most of these places are going to have your ideal audience. Also, whenever you're visible, you have to, this is like the number one most key important thing, is you have to know what you want to be visible for. What do you want to be known for? My motto is very similar, even to, like, she has visibility, impact, profits. And I have visibility, influence, profits. So like they're very, very close, but it's different. And with me, it's because you want to be visible, but then you want to influence others. Whenever you influence others and they know and they like you, then you're going to get the profits. So I always say visibility plus influence equals profits. So people that work one-on-one with me, I call them my VIPs, visibility influence profits. And you have to know I'm the visibility whiz. Right away, you know what I do. There's one of my first mentors, he was called the Millionaire Marketing Mentor. And then you have like, so think, what is it that you want to be known for? Whenever you do, you don't necessarily have to have a name. I like having the names simply because if you're in a conference and somebody meets you, they may not remember Cindy Holbrook, but they might remember the visibility whiz. And also talking about visibility and the good old SEO game with Google, if you type in Cindy Holbrook, you're going to get a whole lot of them, including the Harlequin romance writer. But if you type in the visibility whiz, you're getting me. And so, and you will find me scattered in with the Cindy Holbrook, especially if you add my middle initial J. But most of us do not have such strange names that nobody else has it. And whenever you know what you want to be known for, now you start sharing that message, and you have to know who you want to be known towards. For instance, one of my clients, she took beautiful pictures and she had them all over the net, and people were always talking about them and all kinds of stuff. But she was a spiritual coach. She wanted to help people grow spiritually. And she was like, I don't understand why I'm not getting any clients. Everybody's always loving my pictures and asking me if they can share them and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, these people, just because they're interested in your pictures, don't mean they're interested in growing spiritually. So therefore, and whenever you try to do something like that, people don't trust you because they don't know what you stand for. So this is how I help my clients identify their message, start building their list, and how to determine who their ideal audience is and how to get in front of your ideal audience, because your ideal audience is everywhere. There's very few exceptions. Like I would never tell somebody who was targeting single mothers to go on LinkedIn, because chances are you're not going to find single moms on LinkedIn. But for most of the social media channels, you're going to find your target market there. And that's where I help you discover what's aligning with your personal beliefs and values and that of your clients. And then you marry what you really enjoy and what means a lot to you and your clients, and you work that visibility. I have a saying I say all the time is, any strategy will work for the right person with the right mindset at the right time.
Love that. Love that.
Oh, I just went all over the place.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Kind of how you started though, in terms of living in a remote area and needing to find clients and can't, may not be among the persons in your small town. I've heard that story many times. Not story, but rather, I hear persons saying that in terms of, where, their personal situation, where they live, where they're located, the demographic of their town, whether it's a small town or a remote town, or just a town that they don't feel will have their target audience, really needing to get more visible, reach more people, utilize the technology and the social media and all that's there to help them to reach more clients that are, far and wide and outside of their, outside of the boundaries of their current situations or the limitations of their current situation. So I'm glad you started that way, because it shows those who are listening who may be in that similar situation what is possible. But I wanted to zone in because I know you were saying that any one strategy will work once you have the right attitude and you really work it and you focus on that strategy.
Right.
Kind of segueing from that, what can you tell us about what's working for you and your clients right now to get more visible?
Yeah. I love Facebook, and naturally it's a Facebook Live. You need to always provide value, but with Facebook, and if you're totally unknown, and if you like Facebook, especially when utilizing Facebook groups, is one of the best ways to get out there. So if you're totally unknown, you don't know anybody, you can start going to Facebook, join groups that have your target market, and don't promote yourself. Repeat, do not promote yourself. What you want to do is go in there and you want to share. So if somebody asks a question, then you answer it. Now you're just sharing and you're giving your expertise. You're showing people your expertise. And what I see, a lot of people do not have their Facebook personal profile set up for business success. So I help my clients set up their personal profile for business success. Because if you're in a group, so if I'm in Stephanie's group and I answer a question to one of her people and they really like it, what are they going to do? They're going to click on my name, and which takes them to my personal profile. So if your personal profile is not set up for business, you could actually lose people. I had one client, we set up her personal page for business success. And within 24 hours, she got a $10,000 client. So it can be very impactful. Definitely not something I can promise is going to happen to you, but it did happen to somebody. So that means it can happen to you. And I always tell people, I believe that so many people lose a lot of people whenever they don't have their personal profile set up for success. So going back is go to these groups, answer the questions. This gets you known. When I 100% morphed into being the visibility whiz, this is what I did. I did a lot of groups and I did that. So then they went to my personal page, they seen my Facebook group, and then they joined my Facebook group. And after I did that for about 3 weeks, I did a 5-day challenge, which that is something that's still working for me and a lot of my clients and my colleagues. But I did a 5-day challenge. But now, because I'd given so much value in all these other groups, I was allowed to promote the 5-day challenge in these other groups, which is how I started my visibility business whenever I decided to 100% leave the divorce and just do visibility. Because my email list was full of divorced women, which wasn't going to help me with the business. So this is how I started building my list and getting out there.
Love that. Because, what I hear are some of the questions that I get from persons, or, some of the things that give them, pause in terms of, what do I do? I want to get more visible. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to show up. I don't know how often I should be showing up. I don't know what I should say, etc. One of the things that people tend to ask me is, okay, so should I, I see that TikTok is a thing right now. Should I get on TikTok? Should I be doing Reels? Should I be on Instagram? Should I be on Facebook? And I hear you say that, as you said before, your strategy will work as long as you give it the room and the confidence to make it work. But also you are playing in the ballpark that you love, where you're most comfortable, where you like being, where you like hanging out, where you like showing up, and you're making that work for you. And so, I really want to caution persons out there, if you're looking to, get viral for viral sake or follow the trends, you're looking at visibility the wrong way. Really go with where you feel most comfortable, and then utilize that platform and show up there, right? It's not about just following the trends and following the masses. You have to find what works best for you. I personally happen to love Facebook as well. That's my platform of choice. That's where I like to show up. That's where I'm gathering my people. If you want to see me more up to date on a regular and consistent basis, best place to do so is on Facebook, specifically in my Facebook group, or on my Facebook profile. Sometimes on Instagram, especially Instagram stories, right? But you really have to find what works for you, is basically what I hear you saying.
And to better, help my clients, I have spent hundreds of hours studying and learning about each of the social medias. Not TikTok, it just hasn't interested me enough. But I've researched LinkedIn and Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube extensively to see what works and what doesn't. And I do that because, again, I'm the visibility way. So I have a presence everywhere. And this is one of the most top mistakes I think so many people do. They're they get on, they start their business and they go on LinkedIn, they go on Facebook, they go on Twitter, they go on Instagram, and they're not doing any of them justice. So just being there, matter of fact, right now, I'm not doing most of them justice either. But I have studied them, and I did join them all so I could learn the best practices for each social media platform. And that was to help my clients. And then I belong to groups that keep me up to date with everything. But being new, don't try to do that. Usually the best way to do it is like, if you choose Facebook, then you get Facebook going really good. And then if you want to try Instagram, then go to Instagram and get that going good. But trying to do them all at once, or thinking you need to be everywhere, is a huge mistake a lot of people make. And there's different personality types that go to these different social media groups. And that's where I'm actually going to be in my business having a 5-day challenge, either the end of October, beginning of November, on how to find the best strategy for you. Because once you learn the personality types for each platform, that's going to help you, again, as I said at the beginning, marry the people that that are aligned with your beliefs and values. You never want clients or partners that don't align with your personal beliefs and values.
Well said. Well said. Thank you so much for sharing that. So I wanted to ask you, right, as I've been asking some of our other experts, what is one thing that you do, or what is one key to, in terms of what you're doing to make the impact that your business makes at the forefront of what you do? What is one way that you translate that in terms of something tangible in action, an overt action or decision that you've made to really keep in mind and really embody the impact that your business has the power to make?
And with impact, in order to really make an impact to anybody, you need to be authentic. You need to know who you are. And authenticity is so big. There's so many people out there who are trying to be like somebody else, or not trying to be that way, or they're trying to show up as perfect. And it's because of all the naysayers and stuff. In May, I released my book, Overcoming Dark Family Secrets, which is my personal story of overcoming sexual, physical, mental abuse to become a successful businesswoman. I also have what I call keys to worthiness, because I walk you through my healing, the exercises that I did, what I did to heal from all of the abuse. And we as people, our brains, we rate trauma. So you hear about what I've gone through and you're like, oh my God, that's a 10. But our bodies and our minds and the way that we react to trauma doesn't rate it. So you may think that, hey, mine's a 10 and yours is a 1, but I guarantee you, you have the same problems that I had mentally with letting these things go. And to me, it's really, even as I said, to help 1 million people really find joy and live authentically. And this is where I believe I'm making the biggest impact right now, because whenever you learn to love yourself and you show up authentically, then magic starts happening and people fall in love with you and you get more clients and it's just easier. And you're not thinking I'm a phony, and you're not sitting there worried, oh my God, is somebody going to think that I'm an imposter because I said that? Also, you get to a place where the haters don't bother you as much. There's a lot of people tell me with visibility, they're afraid of the trolls. They're afraid of the haters. They don't think they can take the rejection. And the more visible you get, the more successful you get, the more haters you're going to have. Now, I had this year in January, I had COVID really bad and I was sick for 2 months. I was in ICU and almost died. And I lost most of my hair. I lost like 95% of my hair. And so I was sharing all this stuff with my email list, on Facebook, like there's pictures on Facebook with what I call my bald head, because I was like being authentic. Then I get this email from somebody that's on my list and they go, you are the most unauthentic person I've ever seen. And that really crushed me, right? Because I'm like priding myself on, hey, I'm showing up and I'm showing people who I am. And I was crushed, like really at first. And, anybody's first reaction's like, I'm going to write back, I am not unauthentic. Look at all these things I do. But, and this, my whole process of letting this go took less than 15 minutes, but I've been thinking all this stuff. And then I thought, I wonder if she unsubscribed from my email list. Obviously, she does not like me. So I checked my email list and she did not unsubscribe. So I unsubscribed her. And then I do this, even if it's not a hater, I do this when people unsubscribe from my list. Mentally, I just spiritually let them go. I'm like, I hope, I'm happy that you got whatever you needed from me. And I hope that you find the right person to guide you on your journey. And I'm sincere about it. And this helps me. I started doing this years ago because I didn't like the unsubscribes, like most new coaches don't like the unsubscribes on their list. But what was very interesting to me after I released her, and like I said, it all took just a few minutes, I got another email from another subscriber telling me how much they loved me and how authentic I was. And this is, it's where I like to really, it's that mindset is whenever you know how to deal with the haters and you keep going, even though they're hating on you, and you are true to yourself and you love yourself, that's whenever you can create the business and the life that you love, where you know that you're serving your purpose and you were not meant to serve everybody. There are people, Stephanie and I do such similar things with our clients. And there are people out there that's going to love Stephanie and hate me. And there's people that's going to love me and hate Stephanie. And that's okay, because neither Stephanie or I can handle everybody. There's more than enough to go around. And that's another thing people get afraid of, is the lack. Like, oh my God, I can't work with them. They teach what I teach. I go, no, that's who you want to partner with, right? Because you have to be willing to, not let the haters do you. And so a lot of that's mental. When I started my coaching business, my first mentor would always tell me, you can only grow your business as fast as you grow yourself. So 80 to 90% of the time you're struggling, it's not because you don't know the strategies. You're a smart person. You know the strategies. You've learned. How many programs have you been in? How many people have worked with you? So you know the strategies. But it's something in your mind that's blocking you from taking that one little additional step that's going to give you the visibility, influence, impact, and profits that you are craving.
That's powerful. I'm really, really happy that you shared that, because you did allude to the fact that, you had issues and things that you had to deal with personally, inwardly from your past, that you knew was affecting the way that you put yourself out there and how visible you were getting and how many people you were bringing in, or the kind of people, the kind of leads and the kind of clients that you were bringing in. So really driving home, yes, we all want the numbers in terms of X amount of leads, X amount of, a certain number of in your email list and all these other things, but truly getting to the heart of how you're showing up and what you need to heal, or what you need to work on and give attention to or deal with before showing up, so that you can show up more powerfully. The work that you're doing to help persons in that way is really, really remarkable. Because as you said, visibility is not just about the outward things. It's also, what's inside and how you're showing up. So thank you so much for sharing that.
Yes, you're very welcome.
Great, great. So I want to talk about your high value gift that you've made available for free on the Visibility, Impact, and Profit giveaway. Share with us what that is, kind of give us a peek at what's under the hood, the virtual hood, and why persons want to make sure that they get access to that as soon as they sign up for the giveaway.
It's 9 steps to be a trusted and in-demand expert. And it's a video training. So it's actually 10 videos, because there's an intro video. And with each video, you get access to a video like every day or every other day. I forget exactly the time zone or time limit of it. And when you go through it, you can watch the video, you can read the transcript, or you can listen to it. So you have access to everything. Plus there's little action guides for each step that you can take. And I strongly recommend, people don't try to sit there and do it all in one day. You could, if you spend all day Saturday, but don't go from one step to the next without going through the action guide and really working through it. And during the video training, you're going to discover the #1 strategy to get booked on podcasts and radio shows that will get you noticed fast, how to leverage the expertise of others and get on the fast track to establish your own expert status, 2 surefire ways to get quoted and published on reliable websites and blogs, how to stand out from the crowd and inspire feelings of trust so that clients pay you top dollar, and a little known secret, which I shared with you earlier, to build your credibility and expertise on Facebook in little 7 days. And that's simply just going to groups and sharing your expertise. But also you can ask me questions while you're in that. And just it's the way my platform works. Whenever you fill it out, you're going to have the progress chart, and you can always ask me questions. There's a space in each lesson for you to ask me questions so you can get a little bit more support if you need it.
Wow, so this is a full training. You get
Yes.
videos and you know, a worksheet or a handout, and you get a chance to get access or get support from Cindy or someone on her team. So this is a high value resource. When you go to the giveaway at www.visibilityimpactprofitgiveaway.com, and you're taken to the page where you have, I think, about 6 categories of gifts there. Click right away to the visibility category and get access to Cindy's gift, her resource, 9 steps to be a trusted and in-demand expert. And not only are you going to get instant access and access to the resource as well as access to her, but I really, or not only do I want you to know that, but I really want you to know that you're going to get more, you're really going to benefit more from being a part of this giveaway and accessing this gift if you actually go through it and implement it. So as Cindy mentioned, there's a progress chart that's going to, you know, guide you as you go along and complete each lesson. Again, this is like a full course. And as you go through each lesson, do the steps, complete the forms, or complete the, you know, the checklist, or check it off to see that you've, you know, see that you've watched it, and utilize Cindy and her team for your questions and support.
And actually, this is going to be the very last time I ever offered in a giveaway.
Okay.
One of the reasons why I was late even giving you the information, because I'm working on another gift for future giveaways.
Right.
And I have sold it in the past, and that's what I'm going to start doing again, is selling the 9 steps to be a trusted and in-demand expert. So I just wanted to let people know you want to grab it now, because this is the last giveaway.
Now is the time. Exactly. And this giveaway ends on September 30th. So log on right now and make sure that if you've already signed up, go back to the gifts page and make sure that you get a hold of the 9 steps to be a trusted and in-demand expert. All right. Now, I want to remind folks that if you're already on the giveaway, you may already know this, but if you're joining us for the first time, this giveaway has an added bonus in some cases where some of our experts have made available a paid experience or program that you have an opportunity to win by way of raffle. And how it works, all you have to do is get access to the resource, to the gift that that expert is presenting, which in Cindy's case, it's the 9 steps to be a trusted and in-demand expert. Once you access that, she'll have your name on the email list, and everybody on the email list that accesses that free offer is going to have a chance to win a raffle item. Go ahead and tell us what that is, how many coveted spots that you've made available for this experience, and why persons want to make sure that, or at least we want to be in the running to have an opportunity to win this.
It's my ultimate online visibility program. It's how to get in front of your ideal audience to easily attract your perfect clients. I will be offering 3 of these. It is valued at $9.97. I have sold it several times for $9.97. And you will get access to all the past recordings. Plus, I'm going to be offering 3 live group sessions that, well, really, I'm probably going to do it more, but you're going to get at least 3 live group sessions where you can ask me and get a laser one-on-one coaching with me via a group call. So in the 6-week module, the first week, we talk about developing your winning mindset, because mindset is really everything when it comes to your business and visibility, is you need to be visible. You need to have the mindset to go forward. Then choosing your platform. I talked about the different platforms before. Choosing the right content and how to harness the power of video, how to design your own visibility program, and then beyond social media. There are so many ways that you can get visible and get known without utilizing social media. There's a lot of offline ways, a lot of other ways besides social media. So we go through all of that with you.
This is awesome. So there's 3 spots for this special opportunity. Again, it's a program that usually sells for $997, and there are 3 live calls that will be happening where, of course, once it's a live call, you're going to get even more support. So 3 people will have an opportunity to win this. All you have to do to be considered or to be in the running to win this is be sure to download the already highly valuable resource, which is the 9 Steps to be a Trusted and In-Demand Expert. Yes. So as we wrap up, Cindy, I want to give you the floor to share a takeaway tip that you want the persons to leave with after tuning in today.
I'd say the biggest tip is, if you haven't started building your email list, start it today. And with building an email list, because this is your client base, and you need to stay consistent with them. Very few people purchase directly from social media. 85% of any sales are purchased through an email. So if you don't have an email list and you're not keeping in communication with them, it's going to be very difficult for you to profit. So start with your email list. And one of the best ways to build an email list is by partnering with other people. You can participate in some giveaways, such as Stephanie's great giveaways she always does. You can also host your own giveaway or your own summit. It's working with other people that have your target audience, because that's the fastest way to build your business, to build your email list. In 1 year, I added over 5,000 people to my email list simply by participating in other people's giveaways. So it's really see how you can collaborate with other experts in your field. They're your partners, they're not your competitors. And whenever you partner with them, you see how you can work together. And even if it's not anything big, if Stephanie wasn't doing this giveaway right now, I could say, hey, Stephanie, will you email your list about my free gift? And then I'll email, then after I get so many people on my list, I'll email your free gift to my list.
Absolutely.
Okay? So yeah. You can also, same with Facebook Live. Hey, Stephanie, will you come and be on Facebook Live in my group and let me go be on your group? And the more you do this with other partners, you're partnering with them, because this gives you expertise faster than anything else. Because if you came here through me and you know and you like and you trust me, you automatically know, like, and trust Stephanie, because you know I wouldn't be with somebody that I didn't value. Okay, vice versa. If you know, like, trust Stephanie, you automatically know, like, and trust me, because you know Stephanie's not going to just have anybody on in her giveaways or on her lives. And this way, this is how you borrow other people's expertise. So find partners to start building your email list with.
Great advice, as usual. Thank you so much. Again, thank you for being a part of this event. Thank you for the resources that you've shared and the raffle item as well. And thank you for doing this, taking part in this discussion, which really gives persons, that anchor to the resource that you've presented, and really go a little bit deeper into what it takes to get more visible, make a bigger impact, and profit in your business. So thank you for tuning in with us and joining Cindy and I. And remember to log on to www.visibilityimpactprofitgiveaway.com. The giveaway ends on September 30th. get in while you can, get access to Cindy's gift, as well as just under 30 high value resources that will really, once you implement those, download and implement those strategies and resources, you can truly make a difference in your business that takes it to another level. All right. Bye for now.
Thank you, Stephanie. Bye-bye.